Hello there, year ones and year twos. Hope you are doing well. It is a beautiful Thursday morning or afternoon, or it depends whenever you're doing your work, but it's a beautiful Thursday, and I hope you are ready for our English learning. Now, if you remember, over the weekend in your homework uh, notices, you were asked to watch the film Moana. And the reason for that was because we are going to do all our learning based on the amazing journey and life and story of Moana. There's so much to learn from her. She was confident, she followed her heart, she knew what she wanted, she was so determined, and there's so many qualities that I admire about her, and that's why I chose for our English learning to be about Moana. So if you're as excited as I am, let's begin. Okay, it says here, can I identify adjectives? Can I plan a sentence using an adjective? That is our learning objective today. But let's see who is asking you these questions. There she is, the lovely Moana. So she's asking you, can I identify adjectives? Can I plan a sentence using an adjective? Okay, just a quick reminder because we have done adjectives in school before. Just wanted to refresh your memories. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. Okay, now a noun is something that is a name of a place, name of an animal or a person, or it could also be an object like a drinks bottle, or it could be a clock or a picture. But sometimes a noun is not something that you can only see or touch. It could also be something that you're feeling inside, like sad, or being upset, or sometimes it could also be a thought that you are thinking in your mind. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So an adjective is a word that describes a noun, something that you can see or feel. All right, now it adds more detail to your sentence, it gives texture to your sentence, it makes it more interesting to the reader because you're using lots of descriptive words to describe your character or your particular object in your story or in your sentence. You can also have more than one adjective in your sentence, but remember not to make it more than a list of 3 in your sentence, okay? So just though that was just a quick refresher before we begin our session. Here we've got some characters to meet from the story of Moana. Now you can pause the video and pretend that you're a character and read out the little blurbs that I've put here, pretending to be the characters. But just so you know, this is Moana. Say hello, Moana. This is Maui, the demigod. These are Sina and Chief Tui, Moana's parents. This is Grandma Tala, who Moana absolutely loves. And this lovely lady here is Mother Earth to Fiji, whose heart Moana had to restore. Here, this is the very smug Tamatoa, the glamorous crab who lives in the realm of the ocean. And this person, this scary person here, is actually Takar, who we meet in this story, and Moana meets her too. So hopefully you've gathered all that when you watched your film in your cinemas at home. Okay. So these are your characters, and that you've met them. What we're going to do is choose a character. Now, on the slide here, I've got Chief Tui here, but you could choose anybody from the previous slide that you wish. Okay, what I'd like you to do is come up with a list of adjectives, like a little bank, a word bank of adjectives. And here I've already started making a list for myself. Now, when I look at Chief Tui, I think he's very strong. I also think that he's got really good manners when he speaks to other people. So he's very polite. I think he's very tall. He's so tall, isn't he? And sometimes I just think I might have to stand on a stepping stool or something to see his face. He feels really, really tall. So those are my list of adjectives. Could you pause the video and write and think up of any more that you can find about him. Okay? When you've done that, what I'd like you to do is have a little brain break, just a little calm me down, or if you want, if you're feeling like you've got to burst some energy out, you could do that as well. Now over here I've got a link. If you can and are able to, you can copy and paste that into your browser, ask your adult to help you, and you could do some brain exercise with Mr. Catman. And if you can't copy it into your browser for any reason, or if it doesn't work, all you want to do is just have a little break. You might want to quickly grab a drink, you might want to have a quick toilet break, you might want to challenge yourself and do 20 star jumps or 20 sit-ups, or you might just want to have a wild run around the garden, you might just want to have a cuddle with your mummy or daddy. It doesn't matter. It's just a 2-minute brain break where you're just stepping outside, releasing some energy, or just having a little calm sit down. Okay? It is up to you. When you've done that, I'd like you to come back and we can move on. Now, here we've got another same pictures of our characters again. What I'd like you to do is choose a character and make a list of adjectives for them. If you wanted to make it even more exciting, you could draw the characters in your book, or in your home learning book that we've sent you. So you could draw Moana, you could draw Maui, anybody, Tamatoa, Taka, anybody that you like. You could just draw them first and then make a list of adjectives for them, like we did for Chief Tui. Okay, and when you have done that, what I'd like you to do is start using those adjectives in a sentence. So for example, if I were talking to my learning partner at home, and I would look at my bank of adjectives for Chief Tui, and I would say to them, Chief Tui is strong, okay? Or strong Chief Tui is the village chief. So just have a think about those lists of adjectives that you made and start using them in a sentence with your learning partner. That is all you are doing today. Okay, we're not going to start writing any sentences, but if you think of something amazing, just to make a list of those adjectives and start planning your sentences today. Okay, as always, we love to hear from you. If you're feeling really creative, you might want to make a video of yourself making these adjectives. You might want to make up a silly sentence like you did last week with Miss Pope. So have a go at doing that, and we love to hear from you. And until our next session, I want to say have a lovely afternoon, day, whatever you're doing. Enjoy yourself and smile. See you soon. Bye bye.